Well, we're leaving the famous Defuniak Springs here in the panhandle of Florida. I was going to try to follow that Love's truck, but he's going a different direction than us. We're heading to Alabama. Where we have to make a pickup here going to Texas. All roads lead to Texas, but we have a lot of time, so we might stop and do something else. I'm not really sure. But whenever we have a lot of time, we try to fill it with something that we can share with you folks. Right here on Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack, and that's me. Welcome aboard this morning as we truck west on 10 towards Alabama.
Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack. Stay tuned.
Since we have a little time, we're doing something a little different. I know I always say we're doing something different, but we really are today. We are on board the USS Alabama right here in Mobile, Alabama. It's an awesome sight. Here's how and what we did. The USS Alabama was commissioned August 16th, 1942. She earned 9 battle stars and shot down 22 enemy airplanes during World War II. The ship itself is 680 feet in length and 108 feet 2 inches wide. She is registered at 35,000 tons, that's 70 million pounds. But under battle conditions, she weighed in at well over 45,000 tons. Well, since most of you like maps like me, or many of you anyway, this is the history. If you can see it, it started out, looks like in Norfolk there. Went up towards Europe, up around Iceland, up to the very top to Scotland up there, down. Then back to the home port, down to the West Indies, then down towards Australia. Did a tour around there. Hawaii, of course. Pacific coast. And then over to Japan. And then back over here, and then it was towed to Mobile, Alabama. Huh.
You are watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
Her assigned crew was 127 officers and 2,205 enlisted men. The armament thickness is 18 inches. Her maximum speed is 28 knots. That's 32 miles per hour. I would imagine back when this ship was actually in service, the smells at that time would be, you know, the food that was cooking, or the gunpowder smell, the smell of war, those kind of things. I love this model. It really lets you be able to see the whole ship. All the details that you can't really see when you're on it. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. A cell phone before cell phones were popular. And okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm the king of the world. Not quite as enthusiastic as Leonardo DiCaprio, huh? Right here on the mighty A. Finally getting to check it out. If you look way in the background, you can see the Swede sitting there in the sun. Plenty of room for trucks here. So if you're coming through Mobile, Alabama, stop here. If you don't want to pay the $27.50 that I paid, you can park across the street for free and then walk over, and then it's only $15. So you can do that. Right now we've got the Swede cooling off, because it sure is hot. It's in the 90s. In fact, that's one of the mistakes that I made. I should have done this in the early morning before the sun came out, because man, it was hot in some of the places in that ship. All right, it's pretty busy Saturday here, but as you can see, there's plenty of room to park. So as many times as I picked up over there at that Kimberly-Clark, I could have come over here and taken this tour. I never did. That plane is the Calamity Jane. That's awesome. And I will admit, I didn't go on everything or see everything. You know, I could have spent 5 hours here going and reading everything, every exhibit. And I did not go in the submarine. What we're going to do is, well, let me just point out to you really quick, across the street there, I've heard of guys parking their trucks over there. But as I said, I did not choose to park over there and then walk over. So, but you could do that. And down further that way, there's also more parking there too. So right now we're going to the pilot truck stop in Satsuma, and there is a turning lane, so added on a third lane here for turning into, and that always helps. Well, we're getting some fuel here, and then we're going to be shutting down for the day. Here in Satsuma, Alabama, here at the pilot truck stop. Just going to get a few more gallons, and we'll find a parking place. All right, we got our fuel. We're all filled up here in Satsuma. And now we just got to find a parking place. There's plenty of them. But we're going to go behind us and get one there while we wait for this JB Hunt to pull in. If you're a JB Hunt driver or anyone trying to get into that space, you can also pull around the back and pull straight through. Then you don't have to back in. Yeah, we got a couple out here. I usually don't get these spaces out here, but today we got lucky. Man, it's been a great day all around. Now I'm watching to make sure I don't tear my mud flaps off. I've been doing that a lot lately. And I'm tired of putting new ones back on, so. Well, good morning, everyone. We are getting ready to go here. Just did a pre-trip test, pre-trip check, pre-trip everything here on the Swede. Everything's good to go. We're heading over to get our pickup just north of here in a little town called McIntosh, Alabama. We'll be there shortly, so hold on and I'll talk to you when we get to McIntosh to make our pickup there. All right, Houston, we have no problems. So we are prepared to take off here. Did a tug test, we're good. Beautiful morning here in Alabama.
Before you leave YouTube, be sure to subscribe so you'll get a notification of our new films coming in the future. Also, you may want to swing by our Facebook page at facebook.com/IndianaJack and say hello there.
Well, I will say this was one of the funnest things I've done in a long time while trucking. So I highly recommend that you do it. Also, if you're coming through Mogul,